The first thing the old lady did after being reborn was hand her bank card to her neighbor for safekeeping, because it held the compensation for her late husband. She knew her 3 unfilial children would soon come demanding money. This time, she would never let those ingrates take advantage of her. In her previous life, her husband died in a construction accident, and she received $1 million in compensation. Her children tricked her into splitting the money. Years later, when she was terminally ill, all 3 disappeared. Calls went unanswered and messages ignored. The youngest even went on vacation to the Maldives. With no money for treatment, she died in despair, swearing if she had another life, she would never support those wolves again. When she opened her eyes, she was back on the day she received the compensation. Before she could process it, there was urgent knocking at the door. Her eldest daughter and youngest son came asking for money. The old lady quickly hid the cash. Looking at their greedy faces, she sneered. When her husband died, she begged them to go to the construction site with her, but they said she was embarrassing and refused. Now that the money arrived, they rushed over. She lied that the compensation had not been issued yet, promising to divide it fairly later. The eldest daughter believed her and left. The youngest pulled her aside, saying a village girl was pregnant with his child, and her family demanded $100,000 or she would abort. The old lady smiled and said, "Let her abort. It was his own shame." In her previous life, she borrowed money everywhere to save the unborn grandchild, yet her son blamed her for wasting money. This time she would stand aside and see how far these ingrates could go. But keeping the cash at home was a ticking bomb. She decided to deposit it in the bank. On the way, a thief targeted her. Just as the money was about to be snatched, a young man rushed over and chased the thief away. Her second daughter suddenly linked arms with the young man. He was the rich boyfriend she had been clinging to. Seeing her mother, the daughter panicked and claimed she did not know this rural old woman, since she now pretended to be a wealthy returnee. The old lady did not get angry and left quietly, but the daughter had already spotted the cash in her bag, worried her mother would keep it all. She called her siblings to gather. The next day, after depositing the money, the 3 unfilial children showed up together. Without explanation, they surrounded her. The youngest even brought the pregnant village girl. Seeing her nervous, the old lady felt pity. In her previous life, this daughter-in-law cared for her when she was sick, yet was beaten into paralysis by her own husband. To avoid repeating history, the old lady decided to protect her and invited her to move in. The 2 daughters spoke sarcastically, accusing her of favoring a grandson over daughters. The old lady exposed the eldest daughter's hypocrisy, pretending to be independent, yet secretly bearing her boss's child to climb the ladder, claiming she did not rely on family, but demanding $2,000 every month for milk powder. Her scandal exposed. The eldest daughter flew into a rage and cut ties with her on the spot.